Well, joining me now is my special panel on Verdict Tonight. Let me begin by going across to Neelam Katara, also a mother who lost her son. The man who murdered her son, Vikas Yadav, is in jail. He currently got parole for a day to attend his sister's wedding. Ms. Katara, thank you very much for joining us. When you've seen the reports about Manu Sharma getting bail for 2 months to look after his aging mother, to maintain social ties, what's your first reaction?
My first reaction is that if this is the law, if this is the procedure, it needs to be changed. In a country where when you fight on your feet for 7 years to get a criminal behind bars, people say you're lucky. And I just feel that Jessica's mother and Jessica's father died without their daughter holding their hand. I lost my husband without my son being there. So I don't think it was at all essential for anyone who has been convicted of murder to be there, to be, even if the mother is ailing, or to attend, as in the case of Vikas, the sister's marriage. I think this law is absolutely archaic and defunct, looking at the way crime has moved in this country, and it needs to be changed.
And maintaining social ties, I mean, I think perhaps that's the most bizarre statement of all. If I can go across to Mr. T.R. Kakkar. Mr. Kakkar, the other view, of course, is that parole is a right of a convict. This is something which is given to many people who are convicted of murder, including, as we know, for, say, Lalit Markan's killers as well. Do you think sometimes when it's high-profile victims, the media also overreacts and focuses on particular cases?
You see, the parole is provided in all the jail manuals. The question is whether everybody who demands parole is being treated equally or not. It so happens that the convicts who are high-profile convicts normally manage to get parole, and others don't. In the present case of Manu Sharma, I do not know whether parole for 2 months just to maintain social ties, look after business interests, or take care of the ailing mother is absolutely necessary. This could have been just for a week, for 10 days, and watch his behavior. He can come back, and if required, perhaps once again he can go for 5-10 days. But giving him a parole for 2 months and giving him extensions, obviously there is something more behind it.
That's a strong statement. You say something more behind it. Satish Jacob, as a journalist, not just in India, parole around the world tends to be controversial. Given the Indian legal system, the Indian criminal system, where it almost seems to favor the person who's on trial versus the victim, do you think we need to relook at this whole system? Why should the executive be allowed to sign a parole order?
I think, Sonia, parole is not a bad thing at all. Parole does not reduce a jail's term. Parole is given. Parole helps a person who has committed a crime to get back to society and see what he has done. And we don't want the person who is confined for long years, behind the bar, to become bitter. So parole, either the lawmakers, I mean, don't forget, parole is not the invention of Indian law.
Tuba.com